TJ.
Understand the spiel. You'll get it right this time, right?
Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right this time, TJ. We are live in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where we interview special guests each and every week from different walks of life in the reselling world. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows of reselling and dive into great conversation. We are positive that you're going to hear something that's going to help you become a better reseller. I was this close, TJ.
I put that little doubt in your mind. That's what it was.
I was this close. So I am joined. Dustin is, he'll probably jump on here in a little bit, my co-host, but I am joined here with someone that you might know. And it's been a long time coming. I should have asked TJ to do this like way long ago. But you've seen TJ on the Monday night drafts with Paul the Philly Flipper and I, and now he's going to be one of the permanent co-hosts moving him forward. But you don't know TJ as a person. You don't know TJ as a reseller. So we're going to get to know you a little better, TJ.
All right. I'm ready. I got a lot of knowledge in this big head of mine.
How you feel?
Refreshed.
Tell people about you, TJ. Now, I'm going to brag on you, TJ. You can see TJ's elaborate background. TJ is a top-notch content creator. You can find him on the links are down in the description below. Pallet jacking on YouTube, TJ Lovelady on YouTube. You got over like 10K on both channels, I think, TJ. I can't keep up with you anymore. I mean, if you want to check out some great production value, go over and watch TJ's stuff. It's fantastic and hilarious.
I appreciate that. I try. It's difficult, but I try.
Now, TJ, give the people your spiel. Tell us a little bit about TJ. Let's focus on reselling.
Focus on reselling.
You can tell, if you go, do your thing, bro. Do your thing, brother.
So I always tell the story because I've been a reseller my whole life. Me and my sister April, if you watch us on Pallet Jacking, you know my sister April. When we was I think I was probably 7 years old. We started selling hot dogs and chips in front of our house. So we had like a little thing going on. It was a scam, really, because we had our parents buy all the stuff from Sam's, and then we sold all the stuff, and then we kept all the money.
You kept all the money?
Yes, of course.
So you were scamming your parents?
That's correct.
Okay.
So we've always been like little hustlers, and whenever I started my adult life, I always had that reselling thing. I've always sold cell phones. I would scam Sprint. I would go and get like a free phone from Sprint, and then I would keep it for a couple months, and then I would resell it on eBay for like full price. And I started selling watches on eBay, and I would get them. I got them manufactured from China, and I had like a logo made, and they would, I had them all designed and put on there, and I would get them, shipped to me. And I got to where I was selling like 200 watches a day on eBay. And
so was this like private label watches? Like you made it?
Yep. This was private label. And I had got my price down so low, and I could get my watches. I was ordering so many, I could get the watches here from China in like 4 days. So I would know like, okay, I'm selling this many every day. I need to order some today because they'll be here on, Thursday or something like that. And, yeah, it was that's where I got started on eBay. And then
interesting. So the watches eBay came out of necessity for you to flip these watches.
Yes. Yeah, that was the only way that I knew to sell anything was on eBay. And I got hooked up with the guru. It wasn't a real guru, but like a fake guru. And it was like, hey, you should start doing this private label stuff on Amazon. You got your own watches. Why would you not sell them on Amazon? So I started selling on Amazon. I started shipping them, in when they started the FBA program. And I started shipping everything into FBA. And fun fact, probably my start on YouTube was through me having those private label watches and doing FBA, because I was one of the first people putting out FBA content on YouTube. In fact, my video, if you typed in fulfillment by Amazon or FBA on YouTube, my video was before Amazon's video.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's it was just full circle. And I started, I was selling those watches. Well, it got like too much because I had a full-time job, and I couldn't keep up. Like 200 watches imagine packaging 200 things a day.
That's a lot.
And I had got to where it was an assembly line. I could get them down. I was like 45 seconds. I could get one packaged up. So every day I would come home.
You were selling 200 watches a day
every
on
single
Amazon.
day.
On Amazon.
Between Amazon and eBay.
In eBay.
Yep.
Private label. What was your cost landed?
It was, so I was getting the watch. I had got the price down. I can't tell you where my person, even though they probably don't even sell them anymore. Okay. I got the watches down to 15 cents a watch.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was because I was ordering so many of them. I had negotiated price down. Now I negotiated with this manufacturer for probably 2 or 3 months before I got one that, you know, the price was good. I could get them shipped in quick because you had to do like DHL shipping, and it, you know, I had drove the price down by negotiating and stuff. So I was the real deal back then.
Wow. Okay.
Not so much no more. I'm not.
Well, here's somebody else that's the real deal. We have Dustin, the brother-in-law, coming in hot. Dustin, this is TJ.
What is up?
Now, Dustin, let me catch you up here. So TJ has two YouTube channels. He started selling on eBay, flipping phones from Sprint. And then he decides to call the people over in China and say, hey, I want to make some watches. And creates a private label watch company. And between Amazon and eBay, he's selling 200 watches a day.
What are we doing?
So you're selling 200 watches a day, TJ.
Yep. Clearly,
I don't think you're doing that anymore. So what happened?
So I was working. You know, I work for the government
in Chattanooga. Hey, we have a UTC alum here joining us now.
Go Mox.
So
that's what I'm talking about. Well, I work for the government, and I was working on this. We was working on this project, and this project had me working literally every single day for 16 hours. Well, I was working 14 hours, but it's an hour drive, so I would drive there an hour and back, and then plus I was working 14 hours a day. So every single day I was working all these hours, and I was having to come home at like 8 o'clock at night and ship 200 watches, and it just wasn't working out. So I cut my eBay store off, and I just said, you know, I'll pick it back up once I stop working all this time. Well, just from that time that I stopped, it was probably maybe 2 months I stopped selling them. I could not sell another watch after that. I listed them, just restarted my listing, and I could not sell. I still have some of those watches from back my last order because they just wouldn't sell no more. I don't know if somebody stole my product but I could not sell them.
So it just the trail got cold.
Yeah, with eBay, so I just had one listing on eBay. It was just the one listing, and I had thousands and thousands of, you know, solds. And actually, I put it was one listing, and I had just variation of colors, but like certain colors would sell better than other colors. So white watches, and these was like cheap. They was like silicone watches, but people liked them. I had white watches and black watches and the blue watches. Those were the 3 top sellers. So those are the ones I would sell all the time, but I would still have other colors as well that I would test out, you know, to see. But I just reactivated my listing, and I cannot sell another watch. And I had went up the price. I was trying to play with the price. I started out at like $6.99. I mean, because I'm not paying that much. Yeah, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that much for these watches, so I'm not charging like a bunch of money either. But at $6.99, nobody will buy them. When I got down to $6, nobody will buy them. I got to $5.49. That was the sweet spot. And they would sell like, hotcakes.
That's crazy.
Do you have a watch close by, TJ? I'm trying to figure out, like, what do these watches look like?
I do not have. I will send you a picture of the watch. I could probably
send us a picture of the watch. We'll bring it up on the screen. While you're doing that, TJ, we do want to say hi to all the people joining us in the chat. We have Gulf Coast Pickers, Ryan, saying hello, numero uno. We have our girl Rachel Strickland's in the building. Good to see you, Rachel. We have Nutty Nutter, aka Christopher Nutter, is in the building. We have Glenn the Swamp Picker, and we have Alan is in the building. Good to see you. And we have Regina. What's going on, Regina? Glad that you can stop by. And we have, you know, this guy, the Ukrainian. I'm trying to think of a good name. Ukrainian something. Paul the Philly Flipper is in the building. And let's see here. And then
the
Rachel says
Stallion. That'll work.
Ukrainian Stallion. I want to say something with the U, Dustin. You know, a little bit of a, what do you call it? I don't know what it's called. But Rachel says she's putting down her son.
Ukrainian
Shout out
unicorn.
to Israel. And Paul says, I did get my watch from TJ, hate lady, so maybe someone did take it. There you go. TJ hate lady. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right.
You get some merch with that TJ hate lady.
TJ hate lady. I like it. It's your bizarro TJ.
I know.
Your alter ego.
I just sent you. I sent you a picture of the watch. It's not the good one. It's the purple one. That's the only one I can find.
Okay. All right. Let's see this
We're gonna
watch.
call the Ukrainian unicorn. How does that work?
Okay, I like it. I
He's
like
mad
it.
at me
So
'cause
here's the
I
watch.
was
What's
gonna
the brand? What does that say there?
It's
TJ?
it was empowered by opulence. That was the
Opulence.
name. So
What does opulence mean?
it means I don't know, like rich, ritzy, but it's
So
cheap.
you're getting a $5.49 watch.
$5.49.
Okay.
And
ritzy.
the people that used to order these watches were like nurses because they had to wear white watches. So the one that I would sell the most of they were pure white, and then they had like just the gold bezel around it. Well, it's rose gold, quote unquote rose gold. And because the nurses, they have to wear white watches and they want something cheap, so that's who I used to get a lot of sales from.
Look at that. Incredible. So you still have watches laying around, and then from there, your YouTube channel, pallet jacking, you're opening up mystery boxes, you're buying pallets, and then TJ Lovelady is more like what would you say, like a
hodgepodge.
I like it. That's how our channel is. Basically,
I don't like the hodgepodge. I mean, I like the hodgepodge. I don't like just having one thing that I do. I'm an all worldly type of person.
There you go.
Facets.
I like it. So, how did your YouTube thing come about? You're selling these watches.
Yeah,
you're working full time for the government.
Yep. And I was not making videos on YouTube. Somebody, my guru that started me on the
Who's
FBA
this guru?
journey.
Who's this guru?
This was a lady. I'll tell you her name. Her name was Tracy Walker. I don't know if she's still like around, but they had me in this cult. I call it a cult. It was some kind of thing you would come in. It was called Empowered Network, and
it sounds culty.
It was kind of culty, and she would come in and she would be doing all these motivational speeches. Yeah, you gotta get on YouTube. This is back along like 2014, 15, back when YouTube was young, and she was like, yeah, you gotta get on YouTube and make these motivational videos just to pump yourself up, and you gotta make a blog. And it had nothing to do with selling. It was all about making motivational posts on YouTube and a blog. But I just turned it into my selling because I was already selling the watches. And I started my don't go look at it because it's bad. But I made like 2 motivational videos on YouTube. And when I started doing my FBA thing, I was like, well, I can just show people how to do this FBA thing because it's working out pretty good for me.
And what channel is that on?
It's on TJ Lovelady. It's way on back there though. It's like the first video. It's bad. It's terrible. I was young and skinny back then.
We all were.
Yeah, so they got me in on like the propaganda, and then I was just doing like my tech stuff. I would show different camera gear that I got and all that kind of stuff. Well, then pallet jacking came about. This is a funny story with pallet jacking. My sister, she was not a seller. She didn't sell anything really. And I was a seller. So I was like, April, we should start a business. And we didn't know what business we was going to start. At first it was going to be like real estate. And we I saw a guy on YouTube. His name is Random Frank P. He bought these pallets and he had electronics, and he was paying like $200 for these pallets. And he was pulling out all kind of stuff like Apple Watches and all kind of crazy stuff. I was like, hey, but this could be like a business. We can actually do this. So we ordered a pallet from bulk.com, and it came in. Wow. And we made a video, and I was on my way home from work, and a producer from A&E came on my website and sent me a message and said, hey, I'm a producer from A&E. We're working on a show about unboxing stuff on YouTube. And would you like to talk to us about, oh God, don't look at that.
Look at this, man.
Look at that.
This is great.
Empowered Network. That was a cult.
That is a young TJ Lovelady.
I had braces and glasses. I was a young, skinny, fresh. Look at bad lighting.
Love it. I love seeing like how like the first video to where you know what I mean. It's just I don't know. I love it.
What year was that? They had to be like 2016.
10 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Dang,
10 years ago.
That's pretty bad.
That's awesome. See, put in
They
work.
had like a little thing.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Please subscribe. You can't even read. You can't even read what it says.
Can
Look
you
at
read it?
that font. That papyrus font. So sorry to interrupt you, TJ.
It's fine. That was my roots.
The roots where it all started.
The roots go deep, man.
But yeah, we got I did that. That was my high school look back then. That's why I look like high school. But we got that call from that producer, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to meet you and your sister." We was gonna have like it wasn't a Zoom call. It was something else back then. They didn't have Zoom, and I told April, I said, "Well, we need to come up with some videos." So we had to go get some more palettes just to make videos, and I created the new channel because that was going to be me and her on screen unboxing stuff. So that's how Pallet Jacking was formed. Was through A&E producer.
So what happened through? Did you get the deal, or what happened there?
We did not get the deal. They did make the show. I don't know if you saw the show. It was Extreme Unboxing was the show that came out.
Yes.
And
one of our friends was on there. The guys from Arkansas.
Joe and Jessica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I didn't know that they were going to be on the show, and they didn't know that we were supposed to be on the show, and I didn't realize they was going to be on the show until the show came out. And we was friends. We was like friends on YouTube before then. And but the reason that the producer was looking for new talent was because one of the people, the contract didn't go through, so they was just looking for somebody real quick, and they ended up going with somebody else that was already doing YouTube for a long time. But we just had started. I mean, we didn't have any videos except the one the first one I made on my page. One. Yep,
must have been a good one for sure.
It was a pretty good video. It was a pretty good palette. It was probably our best palette that we ever got. Was our very first palette.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, man. That's how they get you. So Colin's on the move. Chrissy's in the building. We have getaway pickers in the building, and Joe with I Flip That is in the building. Good to see you, Joe. And let's see here. TJ's video 10 years ago is better than most resellers' videos today. That could be true. So let's see here.
I had to step my game up quick.
There you go. There you go. All right. So TJ, I lost my train of thought. Opening pallets, and then TJ Lovelady YouTube video comes about. And so tell us about your reselling career now. Like, are you still just flipping stuff, or still selling watches, or where is TJ Lovelady as of right now as a reseller?
So right now, I'm really trying to expand my horizon when it comes to reselling. I think that the reselling niche, if you look at like the YouTube resellers and the TikTok resellers, I think that it's very focused in on one type of reselling, or one or two types. It's either thrifting or garage sales. Those are only two. So liquidation is kind of like not even.
That's us, baby.
I know it, but it's not. They don't give us no love. They don't give us no love.
No love.
So I've always been stuck in doing in my mind, what I think is right and what's authentic to myself. So I really tried to push the liquidation hard. I mean, just making the videos and getting pallets, because liquidation is like really good. You can make a lot of money with liquidation. Going to the bin store, especially back then when the bin stores was good, like 2 years ago. Man. I mean,
don't get me started.
You can spend $100 and you got like $2,000 worth of product.
Easy. I remember one time, Dustin, do you remember that one time I found all those Nintendo Switch like Cabela video games with the guns? I must have found like 10 of those.
That was a great day.
And then like I think we might have found those outlets.
Those outlets. Yep.
I mean, easily like $5,000 worth of stuff that day.
I know. And then now it's just, it's not as good now, but it's still good. It's still better than me going to just my TJ opinion. It's better than me going to a thrift store. I can go to a thrift store and I can look around for an hour and find some stuff. But I can go to the bin store for 30 minutes and I can walk out like really ahead. I mean, because you curate everything. You're going through and you're picking out the things that you can look up right then and see, how much money you're going to make.
Exactly.
So
now I know that, Dustin and I always have this conversation, and then especially being on YouTube, being a reseller, the YouTube videos that do well for resellers are garage sale videos, right?
100%.
So for Dustin and I to go out on a Saturday morning and spend 5 hours at a garage sale, maybe get like $1,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Or just go 2 hours to liquidation stores and get like thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
I know.
It's not sexy for YouTube, but it's sexy for our bank accounts, right, Dustin?
And our time.
And time is money.
I'm 100% with you. And a lot of people don't realize, like, when I started making I was making bin store content 2 years ago. I mean, we was going to the bin store and I was making tons and tons of bin store videos. And YouTube, actually, my numbers start going like tanking. I started losing subscribers because I was going to the bin store, and I'm bringing back like items that's $500, $800. I'm bringing back all these crazy items. You would think that people like that, but I think maybe because everybody doesn't have a bin store close to them, maybe
I think so.
It's like puts it out of reach for them, so they don't relate with it. So I that's why I kind of pulled back on doing the bin store. I hadn't been to a bin store in a long. I think me and you talked about this a couple months ago. I hadn't been in so long because
you need to go.
It's just I know I need to go. I was addicted to the bin store for a while. I would go on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'm talking about someday. I remember one day I think I went to 7 bin stores in one day.
You have 7 bin stores around you, and
yes, well back then we had 5 of them in town, and there was one that I can go to, or 2 I can go to in Dalton. I can go towards Dalton and hit 2 of them. But yeah, we're the Chattanooga is like the mecca of reselling. We have like every resource you could think of that for reselling.
That's crazy. I love it. Oh man. Speaking of so bin stores, pallets, if you guys are watching us on Instagram, if you know, Dustin and I, we bought 2 Gaylords worth of shoes last week, TJ.
Oh God.
So today we actually processed all the shoes. Out of those 2 Gaylords worth of shoes, we spent $400 total.
Okay.
And we ended up with 90 pairs of good shoes.
Okay.
Which our cost of goods for that is $4.44 a shoe.
Yeah.
That's our. And we must have thrown away how many shoes, Dustin?
50 at
like
least.
50 pairs of shoes. They were just like beat up.
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing is the good shoes still had like the what are the security sensors?
The sensors on them.
Yeah.
So we had to figure out, and we're watching YouTube videos on how to get them out. And I'm sitting there with like 2 forks trying to get the sensors off.
You need a cigarette lighter.
Most of them had like the ink ones.
I got you.
But we ended up getting them off. But now
Forks
we have
did
to
the
just
trick.
list them on eBay,
Okay.
or sell them on whatnot, right, Dustin? Depending on what we
No,
want to do.
we could get those done. Like gone next Saturday.
Gone all in one day.
Can you imagine?
So
I've done shoes before. I've been burned by shoes. Shoes are probably the only thing in liquidation that I've been burned on, and it wasn't because of shoes in general. It was the place that I got them from. They sent me I ordered 1 pallet, and it was $400 for 1 pallet. They sent me 2 pallets because I think they were just trying to get rid of them. And these were like flea market, like dry rotted shoes. They had been sitting in a warehouse for 15 years. They have been. They was all brand new. They was brand new shoes, but they just was shoes that people wouldn't buy. I couldn't even sell them for $1.
that's crazy.
I know. You would think that people would buy stuff even if it's $1, but they will not.
Nope.
It's not good.
Nope.
But we got some good shoes. We got some Brooks and some
Okay.
Asics and Hokas and all kinds of
yeah,
good
they
shoes.
Good mix of stuff.
It was
Y'all
good
did
for sure.
then.
Yeah. So we want to say hi to Judy came in. Good to see you, Judy. And we have Kristen and Real Squirrel came in. Good to see you. Glad that you're here. And let's see, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. So, TJ.
Yes.
Got to know you a little better. Let's get to know you a little more. All right. We're going to play overrated, underrated. We're going to give you 10 different subjects, 5 being reselling related, 5 not being reselling related, and you're going to let us know, in your opinion, if they're overrated or underrated. All right.
Okay, I'm going to get canceled. Go ahead.
You're going to get canceled. TJ or Dustin, do you see the list in the private chat? TJ, don't look.
Oh, okay. I'm not looking.
All right. And we do want to give a shout out to the sponsor, one of the sponsors of the podcast. TJ, I don't know if you use this fantastic reselling tool, is our friends over at My Reseller Genie. So if you guys use the code Nashville Flippers, you're going to get 15% off your first month. And it's a accounting, everything you need to get your taxes ready and, get all your numbers right. My Reseller Genie is where it's at. And it integrates with eBay. I'm trying to find the list. I think it's in here. Here it is. eBay, Poshmark, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, Depop, a lot of great online marketplaces. So if you haven't already tried out My Reselling Genie, check it out. Use the code Nashville Flippers and you're going to receive 15% off your first month. So, TJ, are you ready for overrated, underrated, sir?
I'm ready.
All right. Number 1, buying mystery boxes, overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Let us know why. How come?
I bought my fair share of mystery boxes over the course of my reselling career, and I've never really been burned by a mystery box. I mean, as long as you know the people you're buying them from and they have a good reputation, mystery boxes are great. I think.
Where do you get the good mystery boxes, TJ, that you're speaking of?
So I have a source, Bargain Spot LLC. That's where I get my mystery boxes from. It's in Lenore City. These are all like Amazon sealed mystery boxes, the ones like the scam ones you see online. But these are legit. They're real. Mm-hmm. They're cheap. They're $45. Most of the time we make $300, $400, $500 on them worth of stuff. It's all random stuff. So most of it is brand new.
What's the website called again for people that maybe want to order from there?
Bargain Spot LLC.
Okay. Now, is this like an online thing, or is it just like they have the boxes and they go quick kind of thing, or how does that work?
It's all local, so you have to be local to my area.
That's why you're giving away the name.
Well,
that's why you're giving.
I will say, if you go back probably 2 years, we were the mystery box channel. We would get these mystery boxes. I can tell you stories and stories about these mystery boxes because I have made companies hundreds of thousands of dollars by me unboxing a mystery box and it being really good, and then people flocking over to their company and buying them. I mean, selling out. Like they'll sell out. They won't get them. So we used to get them from Kitchen Deals. That was our major one we used to get them from.
Kitchen Deals?
Kitchen Deals.
Oh, Kitchen Deals.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Kitchen Deals. I think they're back doing mystery box again, so anybody can go and order from them. We had to sever ties with them because there was a bunch of drama that kind of went on with them, but they were they were really good. King Kong Deals used to sell mystery boxes. I don't think they sell them anymore, but I've never gotten a mystery box that was like fraudulent. At least I haven't.
Gotcha. They used to send us some mystery boxes on for TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the name of this place, Dustin.
Couldn't even tell you.
But they would sell, depending on how big you were as a creator, your mystery box was better. Yeah.
Was it like it wasn't we bargaining, was it?
It was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, they've reached out to us. Now I knew that they were scammy, so I didn't want to be. I already had been there, done that. I didn't want to go back and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, but we got ours, right? Didn't we, Dustin?
We did, and it was trash.
I've got a group on Facebook, and it's got like over 3,000 members, and we let people know, like when people get mystery boxes, they pull them out and they say, "Hey, this place is trash," and we bargain was like a big kind of deal at one point in time when
It
people was
was-
ordering them and they was not good. And
Yeah, that was not good at all. We bargain, rip off. Exactly. There you
Rip
go.
off.
I don't think they're even in business anymore.
no, they're under a different name now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember what the name is, but it's the same company, but it's a different name.
It's us bargain.
Us.
Them
They're
bargain.
just going down the
Dim
line.
bargain.
Next
So,
is you bargain.
you bargain. Yeah,
I bargain.
that's crazy. All right, let's move on. Next one up, Dustin.
Number 2, social media filters.
Oh, overrated.
How come?
Because I feel like filters shouldn't dictate your success, and a lot of time on TikTok, people use the new filters and then they get all these views on videos just because it's a new filter, but everybody doesn't get the filter, so it's not equal.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? How y'all get the filter and I didn't get the filter, so now I gotta wait after the hype's already gone.
there you go. Okay.
Agreed.
So, for the people that are listening to this, come over to YouTube. I can't talk. Come over to YouTube and watch. This is an example of filter. This is my gorgeous face here, TJ.
I see it.
Quite striking, I know. And here's some filters that I happen to put on TikTok and just for this podcast. So we have here this one is supposed to be the beauty filter. So not much going on there. So I guess I'm already beautiful.
It's the glasses throwing it off.
Yeah. So there's a comparison there. This one is supposed to be, what is it? Oh, this is the Pixar filter. I look like a
Look Amish.
what do you, I look like an Amish Pixar man. What do you think about this Pixar filter, TJ?
It's interesting.
You get the chin beard.
It's weird, right? It's like a neck beard. It's not even on my chin.
Yeah, they could. I don't know why they didn't take the beard. I think they was trying to take the beard off and they kind of meshed it into the shirt.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. Didn't
And
work.
your head's
All
so
right.
tiny.
This is some
It's like
sort of
the dude
like
from Blue Juice.
art filter here, like a cell shaded filter.
Okay.
So that's what that looks like. What do you think about that, TJ or Dustin?
I like it. I could dig it.
You like it? You like that one? Okay.
Put that on a t-shirt all day.
It's kind of like
All
an oil
right.
painting.
All right. Like an oil painting, exactly. This is like an anime one.
Oh wow.
What do you think about
Looks
that
like
one?
your dude's on drugs or something.
What kind of drugs, Dustin?
Couldn't even tell you.
Huh?
LSD. Is that a drug?
LSD.
I think
Maybe something that we bargain gave you. I don't know.
All right. And then for the last filter, we have here, this is like the old young filter or the young filter. This is supposed to be my
Oh,
young
yeah.
self.
So did you compare your young self to your actual young self picture?
Man, this does not look like me, period. When I was young. Look at my lips. Why are they so rosy?
Why they gotta
They're trying
take
to
away
make
the
you fresh
mustache?
faced.
What's that, Dustin?
Why they gotta take away the mustache? Like, did you rock
I mean,
that?
it's still there.
Barely. You had a better
beard.
mustache than that in high school.
Maybe mustache.
I know. So, there you go.
That's hilarious.
So,
So right now, everybody's using that young. Well, that was so like 4 days ago. The young filter that was that was like 3 or 4 days ago. It's over with. And then the other one was like the bold eye, whatever it is.
yeah.
Those are 2 ones going right now.
So Paul's saying this is coming from a guy who used 3 million filters during last week's live. So TJ brought the filters hard last week.
That was a special occasion.
for the conspiracy one. So let's see here. All right, let's move on. Filters are funny. I never used them for selfies though. There you go. So next one up, TJ. Overrated, underrated, eBay feedback.
Overrated.
Let us know
Feedback.
why. Feedback, yeah.
Yeah, like okay, so if I'm going to buy from you as an eBay person, and you've got a 98% feedback, you think I'm gonna go in there and click around and go see what the 1 negative for 2 negative ones you got? Like,
True.
out of all the thousands of items you sold, you have two negative feedbacks, and then that's going to dictate how good or bad a seller. Like that doesn't even make sense. It's so stupid. And so I'm about to go on a rant. I had some feedback. I got some feedback the other day, and I had dropped off some mail at the post office. They didn't scan it in, and I had to go over there so they can find it and scan it in. So not my fault, but I should have been looking at it, to make sure it was moving along. So this person sends me a message 3 days after this happened. So it should have been moving for 3 days, and it hadn't been. They had the nerve to say, well, you just need to either send my stuff or I can just go buy it from another seller. You can get my money back and I buy it from another seller that has better feedback. And I was like, dang. Go to my feedback. So right now I got like 98.1 feedback. The 2 negative feedbacks that I got, one of them should have been removed. It's a waste of my time to call eBay to get them to remove it. They gave me negative feedback because they said I didn't include a filter in one of those Brita filter things, even though it said it in the filters. Speaking of filters, it said it in the title. It had a picture that excluded it, and then I also put in the description that it didn't have a filter included with it. And they left negative feedback because they said that it should have came with a filter. So I could have called and got that removed, but it's not worth my time. I don't care. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was a negative feedback because they said that they were supposed to get a manual in a book in a video game, and it clearly showed in the picture they didn't have it. And also I said no manual in the title, and they still left negative feedback. But it's just like, for me, if somebody doesn't want to buy from me because I have 2 negative feedbacks for something that I didn't have anything to do with, then don't buy from me, because you're probably a problem anyway.
That's right. Now, what about leaving feedback as a seller to a buyer? Does anybody do that?
I don't leave. I go. It's the automatic. It's like whatever the automatic thing is. It says the same thing every time I buy from somebody. Because if I got a problem with somebody, I'm not going to vent in their feedback because it doesn't matter to me. So why would I? I'm not going to leave and say, "Oh, this person, blah 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 blah." I'm not. I'm just going to send them a message and hopefully they can work it out.
There you go. All right. Squirrel is saying, "Are you guys on Snapchat?" I have never used Snapchat in my life.
No, I feel like Snapchat had I got the Snapchat filter. That's where those filters came from, but it's like just an app on the computer, Snapchat.
What generation uses Snapchat? Is it millennials? Who uses Snapchat? Who's Snapchatting right now?
It's the young ones, the young people.
The Z's?
Yeah. They're like snapping and chatting.
The Z's are the X's.
But not us.
Nah.
Millennials.
Don't put that evil on us.
We're more of a MySpace.
I guess I don't know what the point. Like, I don't understand the point. I never understood the premise of Snapchat. I guess that's why I'm not on there.
You're telling me, man. Gateway Picker says, I have auto feedback at purchases. Okay.
There you go.
I left great feedback for a rural squirrel. There you go. Look at you, Paulie. Says most negative feedbacks come because people can't read.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. So I don't respect it.
Every time. All right. This is a good one. Number 4, Dustin.
Number 4. This is more on my end. Fast food apps or food apps in general, where you can't order something off their menu, but it's on their app and you're already there and they have the food to make it. If that makes any sense.
So, like, if you're going on DoorDash and you're trying to order,
not really DoorDash, more like say like Taco Bell apps or the McDonald's app. They have certain food on those apps when you can order off of there. But when you go to that place in the drive-thru and you want that item, they won't give it to you. You have to order it on the app, but they have the food to make it.
Oh, so it's like the secret menu.
Yeah,
I guess. I don't know. It's kind of lame in my opinion.
It is lame. I agree with you,
lame.
Dustin.
It's lame.
Because it's like, why do you, like, for the Chipotle, for example, they have like this new like fajita quesadilla, but you have to order it on the app. What if I don't want to order on the app? What if I just want to walk in and order it?
Oh, is that from Keith Stevens?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the purpose of them doing that. I've seen it before. That's why the reason I said DoorDash, because I see that on DoorDash all the time. They'll have It's a chicken sandwich that the chicken sandwich everybody was getting from Popeyes. Well, you can't order it from the app. You have to, even though they sell it. So why is it not on the app? You have to go to the store to go, order.
Yes.
You can't order it from DoorDash on the app, which is stupid.
So what do you think, TJ? Overrated, underrated?
I think it's underrated. I think it's an issue they need to take care of.
Take care of it.
Yeah,
take care of it.
They take care of the customers. Everything should be available always, everywhere. If you got it someplace to order something, they need to have everything that's on your menu.
Agreed.
You know what's even worse? And I'm venting here, Dustin.
When
you go to a restaurant and they have a QR code to pull up the menu on the phone, and then they want you to pay on the phone or in that stupid little thing that they have on the table.
Tablet, and it never works half the time.
And then it's like, what do you expect me to like? Am I expecting you like leave a good tip? Like you talked to me like twice. It's another reason I don't like Chili's.
Someone else brought out my food and you didn't.
Exactly. It's like, what did you do?
That's another thing that's overrated. Tips.
TJ, you're not a good tipper.
I do tip, but my thing is we've gotten into a culture of tipping as a way to compensate for the people not being paid enough. So I'm tipping somebody before they even perform the service, and the tip is supposed to be about having excellent service. It's not about because your employer is paying you $7 and they should be paying you $15. So now I got to pay you the extra couple dollars just to make it worthwhile for you to do. That makes sense.
It makes sense. It does. So what's up, Luis? Cali Seller Luis in the building.
What's going on, Luis?
Overrated, underrated. Raised draft picks. My draft picks are goated. Goated.
You get to about that third round, they start going kind of like.
Hey, that's me, baby. That's me. I'm good for 2 rounds. The third is it gets a little weird. Gets a little interesting on the third round. So, y'all doing all right? Texas Waitress World. Yeah. That's fun. I had to read that, Danica, and I was like, what does that say? Y'all doing all right?
That's that y'all Southern. You gotta pull that Southern out.
I love it. All right, here we go. Number 5, TJ. Whatnot. Overrated or underrated?
Ooh. Wow.
I'm trying to get you back in.
I know it. So I think Whatnot is overrated. But I
TJ,
feel like
you would kill it.
I feel like Whatnot could be great.
Make Whatnot great again?
I feel like
get it going.
I feel like Whatnot could be great, but they got to work out the kinks. And it's still young, so that's the thing. But this is what I see wrong with Whatnot. So Whatnot came in.
Remind me about the kinks later, Dustin. I might lose my train of thought, but I got a bone to pick. Whatnot.
You got a bone already.
I do have a bone.
If Whatnot, they came out really strong with the influencers. They really wanted to get the influencers, the movers and shakers in the reselling industry. So they start letting everybody like, hey, come on in to Whatnot. We'll pay you, whatever. We'll give you, these codes. You get people in. Was $200 if you get a seller to join, right? Allegedly, supposedly. So they were trying to get a lot of people selling on the platform, which is great. I understand that. Well, I feel like now we've gotten to the point where there's a lot of sellers on there. There's not really a lot of buyers. And every time I see Whatnot being advertised, is being advertised for the same things for Pokemon cards. Well, what about all the rest of the categories of stuff that people can buy? So you're never going to get new sellers if every time I see a Whatnot ad and it's Pokemon cards, because I'm not buying Pokemon cards. Now, I may want to go to Ray's show and buy some small electronics or something, but how do I know that's even a possibility? So now you got all these. Now you got all these sellers, and then you got all these people that's trying to sell stuff to sellers, which means they want to buy it cheap so they can resell it. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion.
Okay.
And what's you got a bone?
I got a beef. Well, okay. So speaking of what you just said, TJ, so they're expanding their categories. It did start off with collectibles and whatnot, Funko Pops, trading cards.
Yep.
So one of the reasons they wanted us to sell because they knew that our niche, the small electronics or whatever. So I feel like something like you, a pallet boy, bin store boy. I mean, it's completely changed the way Dustin and I have sourced within the last month.
Yep.
I'm buying junk.
We're buying stuff that we know it's not junk. It's good stuff, but it's like we know that it's not going to sell for like $30 to $40 on eBay, but it might sell for 20, and that's a good flip on Whatnot because we're only purchasing it for like $5.
Yep.
You know, it's a good quick nickel, and we're still looking for those slow dime items for eBay, but we're buying way more stuff than we used to. You know, we're flipping it quick, you know? Yeah. So I feel like you could do the same thing with your expertise on small electronics, your 8 or 9 bin stores that you have close there. It's a game changer.
Well, see, and I know the good thing, one of the good things about Whatnot is the quick turnaround. So you go buy stuff, and I mean, I even see people at the Goodwill. They selling stuff at the Goodwill before you even bought it. You know, it like you can sell stuff quickly, and I know that you can do that. But I will have to do like you're saying. I will have to specifically source for Whatnot, which means I will have to compartmentalize the things that I already have. Or when I'm buying stuff, I have to compartmentalize and say, okay, all this stuff is Whatnot, and I ain't got no space. I got we've got 1,100 square feet of a store in our town, and it is so full. And I've got 3 storage units full of stuff, and my garage is full of stuff. Like
you need to just Whatnot your storage units. Just start there. Who wants this? Who wants that? Who wants this?
That's what I need to do.
I need to start liquidating.
I need to liquidate. I really do need to liquidate. And me and April have talked about getting on Whatnot just to liquidate, and then hopefully maybe start, sourcing stuff straight for Whatnot. So it's still in the cards. I think we'll still do it.
Yeah,
but Whatnot needs to do their part. Bringing people in, sellers like yourself. They need to start advertising that's available so they can get some buyers in.
And they're working on that. And I'm going to let everybody here know for the first time. I know some people already know, but I am actually going to be working for Whatnot.
Oh.
And I'm going to be running their Whatnot electronic social media going forward.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you're going to start seeing a lot of Whatnot. If you get a weird Whatnot electronics follow, it's your boy.
Okay.
So
it's your boy.
So in the description, if you're thinking about selling on Whatnot, go down there and then click the referral link. If you want to start selling on Whatnot, holler at your boy. We'll expedite the process. We'll get you onboarded. I'll be there onboarding you, or someone will be there and I'll be there with them. So it's gonna be good. So Ray gonna run Whatnot electronics into the ground. There you go. If I'm going down, it's coming down with me. So with that being said, I got a bone to pick with Little Yachty. Little Yachty, if you're watching this, I got a bone to pick with you. So Wednesday, I don't know if you know this, TJ, Little Yachty was selling some of his shoe collections, and it completely jacked up the app during my Whatnot stream. I couldn't see any comments. I couldn't run stuff for the longest time. Finally, it worked, and I just couldn't see any comments. So people that were like looking at the store, they would have to send me a message. It's like, hey, run this, run that. So they do have to mess with the kinks on, I don't know, the behind the scenes kind of thing, which is kind of good that it happened so they can fix it going forward.
Yeah, but this is not the first time that's happened. That's happened at least 4 or 5 times already in the last. They bring these celebrities in and they have these huge shows, which is great for them. But what about the hundreds of sellers that are small sellers that are needing to pay their bills and it can't because the app don't work? This happened multiple times in the past with they have these big shows. I can't remember who the last guy. It was somebody that was selling this collection of something, and it was crashing everybody's shows for multiple days when they had this. There are some kinks.
Kristen put Little Yachty.
Screwed up.
Little Yachty. So shout out to Little Yachty. I took Little Yachty of my Spotify because he ruined my race. Thank you.
Somebody taking this thing, and I'm glad.
Yes. Thank you, Paul. I'm gonna do my first Whatnot electronics post. I'm just gonna make like X little yachty. Like
You got to create
thing.
some like drama, some social media drama or something.
my
like that.
Hey,
You
if
know,
I'm
some
going
people-
down with it, it's gonna go down in the DMs for sure. So Danica says, let's just agree not to buy everybody's junk. Hey, we're sourcing great stuff, right, Dustin?
Absolutely.
It's not junk. It's just things that just people would want them, but not. We don't want it sitting in our garage for like a year. You know, does that make sense, TJ?
Oh yeah, I mean, I understand that. So I know like 3 of the store owners here in town, and you know they have to deal with the junk. You know, they get stuff in that people just won't buy, and they try to at the end of the week they try to do like a fill a bag, and then the rest of the stuff they got to get rid of that junk. I mean, because it's not junk because it's stuff that somebody probably would maybe use, but you know they can't sell it. You know, so.
Exactly. Luis, drop down your auction show in the comments if you can, so people can go and follow it, go and bookmark it. So never stream during celebrity shows. Schedule one after. Exactly. And now I know.
You know,
You live and learn.
You live and you learn. Now I'm a
You live and
buyer.
learn.
I'm a big buyer on Whatnot. I buy a lot of Funko Pops because I'm addicted to buying Funko Pops. Apparently.
Oh, we'll talk about Funko Pops here in a little bit.
Apparently,
right,
you are too addicted to buying those
Yeah.
Funko Pops, sinking all your adult money into them.
Mhm. Hey, a millennial with plenty of what do they call it? Income that
Disposable
you don't have.
income.
Disposable income is not a good combination.
I know it. You should do
I
right
got
behind this
into-
camera. Right behind this camera is a very good.
Yeah. I got now. I'm starting to collect Lego. TJ, it's not good.
You're just getting in the hole, man.
It's not good. But luckily, I'm buying assets and not liabilities, right? I can sell all this stuff
You
in
can.
10 years.
You can. I've actually got some ones that are some. I'm starting to source some higher, not higher dollar ones, but ones that are going to be like rare in a couple years.
Mhm.
And, sell my collection
There
off
you
and
go.
whatnot and be a millionaire.
There you go.
Chris is saying if you can't sell it for 50 cents or $1, it's definitely junk. And we're not talking about TJ's watches or those shoes that he got. So, all right, let's move on. Number 6, Dustin.
Number 6, End of the World movies.
Oh, underrated. God, they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite one?
Oh man. I feel like, oh man, that's so hard to say. I think Interstellar. There's not really an end of world movie,
Ooh.
but it is kind of. I mean, I watched it like multiple times, and it's about the end of the world, but it ain't. It's not really like like an Armageddon, which I love Armageddon.
Armageddon's pretty good.
Okay.
I know it. What's your favorite? Are you into the?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Movies?
I just watched. I'm going on a rabbit hole on HBO Max. I just watched. What's the one with Tom Cruise and the aliens? Steven Spielberg.
I know which one you're talking about.
End of the. What is it called, Dustin? No, we were just talking about it. You know what it's called, TJ.
I do. I can't think of it
With
though.
the little girl, Dakota Fanning, and the aliens, the tripods come out.
I know it. The word. It's not
No, not that one. My wife just screamed, "Edge of Tomorrow." Not that one.
No, it's
Anyways,
they killed him with the common cold, right?
yes.
Yeah, but I can't think
Yes.
what the name of the movie is. I know what you're
Gosh,
talking
what's the
about.
name of that movie? Anyways, so
Oh,
what-
spoiler! I'm sorry, I stole
Yeah.
the spoiler to the movie.
yeah, major spoiler. So, watch that movie. Now I'm War of the Worlds.
War of the
Thank you,
Worlds,
Chris.
yes. That's it.
Now I'm
Yeah.
watching The Day That the Earth Stood Still, the remake with Keanu Reeves. I've never seen that one before. So
Oh, have
that's
you
a good
not?
one. I've never seen it before.
That
So
one's a
that's
really good one.
But I don't know. Independence Day, classic.
Independence Day.
That's a good one. Day After Tomorrow's a good one.
The Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow. Which one is that one, Dustin?
Back in 2012, I think it came out.
That's the one where
I'm sure I've seen it.
where the cold was coming in and it like
Yeah.
froze everything.
Yep.
Oh, and then I watched Contagion. Contagion?
Contagion. That's the pandemic.
Dude, it's eerily similar.
I know what. That's crazy. How close and
It's
similar
real.
that
Down
was.
to the point to where at the end it kind of tells you like how everyone got it like affected.
Yeah,
Came
that
from
was
a bat. It came from a bat.
that scene gave me chills. Like the end, how all they just showed that one thing all the way back to like.
Bro. Wild.
I know.
Wild.
I love them. I can sit there and watch. In fact, they need to make more of those. It seemed like we're getting out of where they're making those types of movies.
So TJ, you're a filmmaker.
I am.
Amateur filmmaker.
Yes.
What is your pitch for an end of the world movie?
Oh man. We need to find like new concepts. I mean, I guess it's all based on science, but I don't know if I'm assuming most of it is based on like real science. So, if the core of the earth stopped rotating.
Tomorrow World.
What happened? What's that? I don't think I've ever seen Tomorrow World.
We're gonna need a whole list of all these end of the world movies and just watch them all. Stream it on whatnot.
Streaming on whatnot. Can you stream it on whatnot?
Oh yeah, I've seen people stream stuff on whatnot like that. That's a good one, Danica. With Chris Pratt, Dustin.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah.
That was like two movies. It felt like it was like two movies. Like there was like a beginning, and then there was like with the dog aliens or whatever. I can't remember what they looked like. Alien. Weren't they like dogs?
I don't know what they were.
Something like that. Anyways, I like that movie. That's a good one.
Snakes and spiders.
Mm-hmm. So, TJ, what was the concept?
Okay, so let's think about this. It's got to be something. I don't know. I would have to think about that because that's
okay.
I can come up with a lot of like concepts, but most of the time it's like when I'm doing it, it kind of evolves as I'm like making it. I feel like everything's been done.
Aliens or no aliens?
No aliens. So
aliens?
think about this. So we're rock floating in the middle of this endless abyss. I'm assuming it's endless. I don't know. There could be an end of the universe. I don't know that.
TJ just turned into Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We are floating in the middle of the earth. Anything could happen. I mean, just anything. There could be a solar flare of the sun, and it could throw all the planets off axis, and then we float off. And then as soon as we get so far away from the sun, we'll all freeze to death. I mean, it could be that simple, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, asteroid could come in and it could hit.
They made that one.
Well, no, it could hit the moon and then moonfall.
They made that one too. Yeah.
Moonfall was stupid.
Asteroid tornado. Boom.
They need to make a Twister 2.
Oh, I think they are making a Twister 2. I thought
really. Heck
yeah. With asteroids,
you can't believe everything you see on Facebook, but I saw on Facebook that allegedly they was making a Twister 2. That's one of my favorite movies, Twister.
I know, it's so good.
Have you ever been to the Twister thing in Universal Studios? I don't know if they still got it.
I've never been to Universal Studios. Oh my God, I need to go.
Those are more. They have like experience rides, and that Twister one you go in and it looks like you're on the inside, but it looks like you're outside, and then a big old tornado come down and like stuff start flying around, and then like the roof comes up and it slams down the whole. It's really good.
I think they made that one too, Paul. Can we combine asteroid, tornadoes, and sharks?
Sharknado.
Add a lion in there, we're good to go.
What about? Did you see the Troll movie? The Norwegian movie? It's on Netflix. It's called Troll, I think. Or is it called Troll? Yeah, it's like the trolls and like. Did you see it, Dustin?
No, but it popped up when we were looking for Trolls movie.
It's good. It's really good.
Is it good?
It's like Norwegian, so it's like dubbed. It's like apparently like the trolls like live in the mountains and like Norwegian land. Excuse me. So like, yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a good one. Yes, Troll. Yeah, it's a good one.
I have to put that on my list.
So that would be my concept of the end of the world movie, TJ. All these mythical creatures come together to end. They're finally like getting together and they're like, we're taking the world back. Bigfoots, the Loch Ness monsters, the Chupacabras, the Jersey Devils, what else, Dustin? What's another mythical thing?
Sasquatch. Did you say
Sasquatch,
Sasquatch?
yeah. All of them come together and they I don't know, regain control
The
of the world.
vampires, the warlocks,
The vampires, the giants, the werewolves.
Well, they kind of did. Well, not necessarily the mythical creatures, but they did. Godzilla. You remember they had all the.
Oh yeah,
all the Titans came to life.
What was that, like the monster multiverse or that the Godzilla and the King Kong?
Yeah. And then they
Did they
came
stop
up.
that?
I think the last
That was
one.
good.
The last one was Kong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it was good.
Kong
was good.
Yeah. What was the Godzilla versus Kong? I think that was the last one. Yeah, that's a good one. So, the McAllisters leave Kevin at home. He gets mad and blows up the world. Home Alone 7. There you go. What do you think about 10 Cloverfield Lane? I don't think I've seen that one.
I've seen it. So Cloverfield Lane, I thought was in the universe of
Cloverfield.
It is, but it's a universe, right? It's
Come
like
on, Neil deGrasse
I think
Tyson.
I saw something.
TJ, do you have the same standing desk that I have?
I do not.
Okay.
I have
It looks like you do.
I have Husky. These are Husky.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Workbenches. I'm trying to think. Oh, no, it's not. I'm thinking of something different. I'm thinking of the movies where they have like the people. It's like recording. It's like a VHS recording.
Yeah, that's a Super 8.
I think that's right.
I thought it was like all the same universe.
I think it is. I heard something about that.
That's a good one. Cloverfield. Okay. Man, we really got on a weird thing. Where are we at, TJ? Okay. Number 7.
See?
Reselling clearance items.
Reselling clearance items?
Mm-hmm.
Underrated.
I just went
clearance shopping today. I have made so much money on clearance items.
Where are you selling these clearance items?
I sell them. You can sell them anywhere. I sell them on Amazon. I sell them on eBay. I got some right here. I just bought these today. Dollar General this weekend had additional 50% off the already clearance price. So like this right here is $2.25. I paid $1.15 for it, and I got 5 of them, and they got the last sold comp was a set of 4 for like $24. So just something easy like that. It's like quick and easy. Nobody's gonna buy that. It's just sitting around on the clearance aisle. You buy it and you sell it on eBay. Flip it.
So you're selling Dollar General stuff on eBay.
Dollar General. Look at this. This right here, Dollar General. This is Dollar General. St. Ives. These are expensive, but
what is that? Like So Glow? What is that?
No, this is a
Murray's hair gel,
shea butter leave-in conditioner, and then this one is St. Ives soothing body cream.
Ooh, okay.
So I bought this. It was
crack it open, TJ. Let's see what it looks like.
Oh, it's sealed. I can't open it. Let me see. I might be able to open
it. Lather some up for us, there, TJ.
Shoot, it don't smell great.
Ooh. Put that in the description there. On your eBay.
This is sponsored by St. Ives. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. Gotta love the DG, baby.
Yeah, I'm a clearance shopper, and especially if you can get a good like Walmart run, like toys, Walmart does their clearance the same every year. It's always they have certain times where they mark stuff down. So, they have toys and they have home goods, then they have video games, and then they'll have bedding. It's just always the same every single year. So if you know what those dates are, you can really rack up.
Have you ever gotten any 3-cent video games from Walmart before?
I have never been. I found some before. I've never been allowed to buy them.
Oh man, I've hit it once.
Oh, did they let you buy them?
Mm-hmm. They sure did. They didn't care.
Did you go through the U-Scan?
No, I bought it there because they have to open the case for me.
Oh yeah.
So they didn't care.
I went and bought these what are those LOL doll things, and they're like $100. When they're new, they're like $100 something, and I found them for $19. And I went and I had like 2 bucketfuls of them just piled up, as many as I can get. They was all on end cap, and I was ringing them up at the U-Scan. And at the U-Scan, there's a person that can see everything that you're ringing up. They have like a little cell phone, but it's got all the stuff that people ringing up. And the lady walked over to me. She was like, how are you paying only $19 for those? I'm like, they was on clearance. I don't know. And so I had to hurry up and do my transaction because I thought she was gonna. I made so much money on those things. She did. Yeah. She thought I was like, scanning something different. I was like, no, that's what the price of them is. But I had to hurry
that
up
Lego guy from Target that went to prison,
peeling off stickers.
What was he? Oh, he's swapping stickers.
Yeah, man. He would like have at home. He would like I don't know, like a Star Wars Lego set, and then he would like print off the UPC of like a cheaper one, and just like scan that.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing no Target and Walmart. It doesn't seem like they're very advanced, but I worked at Target, and they have a very advanced system, and they will allow you, especially if you are a person that comes in. They know how many times you come in because you use your cards, and they tie that to a person. So if you come in a lot and they know that you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, they'll trigger every time your card is swiped. They'll record that transaction and they'll keep it until they get like 3 or 4 times you've done this, and then they'll call the police on you and they'll build a case. Like they do. It's very like smart the way that they do it. If you like a one and done and you don't ever come back, you probably can get away with it. But if you come back multiple times, they'll let you steal, and then they'll file charges against you and say you stole 4 times, and they'll actually have the recording of you doing it those 4 times.
That's crazy.
So don't steal from Walmart, a Target out in the middle of nowhere. Got it. Wherever you get all the Legos you want.
Just one time.
One time.
Don't go back again. They get you.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to North Dakota or something like that. Just something crazy. We're never going back.
Yeah.
And then I'll buy like a gift card.
Yeah. You have one. It's never ending.
Right.
You're good.
Yeah, so buy a gift card and then sell it or pay for it with the gift card. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
they'll that stuff back so quick. There
you go. So Miss Lachey is saying, seriously, some discount stores have nostalgic products that are hard to find everywhere else. So there you go. Rural Squirrel is saying, about 15 years ago, I used to go clearance shopping at Old Navy for those 47-cent T-shirts. Excuse me. And that was the first time I did retail arbitrage for eBay.
See?
There you go.
What did you sell those T-shirts for? 47 cents.
You'd be surprised at what they sell stuff at the store. Do you clearance shop any? Or have you been?
I try to, but most of the stuff is like garbage. Like,
you gotta go into it, because I thought the same thing, because I saw the YouTube people, they was going out doing the clearance shopping. I said, man, this is all hype. Ain't no clearance. You ain't gonna be able to buy nothing good. And I went the very first time, and I took my camera, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in here and try to find some stuff. And I went down the clearance aisle. And I was like, man, this is trash. It's a bunch of stuff down this aisle, but it's all junk. Well, then I sat down and I said, okay, I'm going to really look at how to do this. And I got the BrickSeek app, and I go through the BrickSeek app, and it tells you all the stuff that they mark down. And most of that stuff is not in the clearance aisle. Most of the stuff is on the aisle and it's not marked.
Mm-hmm.
So like
did you pay for the BrickSeek app?
So they have a free one. I do pay for it because it pays me back, because you get, like, if you do the premium, I forget how much it is a month, but the premium gives you the better deal. So like this morning, it showed me a coffee maker that's like $50. Well, it's ringing up for $11, and I went to my Walmart, and there it was on the shelf for, it was $40, but I scanned it, it was $11. So and I didn't buy it because coffee makers don't sell for me.
No, they don't. For anybody, I don't think.
Nobody wants a coffee maker.
No. At least not those kind.
No.
So
it's a Keurig, maybe.
Judy says, I have a Ross just around the corner from me, and I want to do that. Man, I can never find anything at Ross. Nothing.
We used to.
Yeah. Now I can't find anything. Cajun saying, my buddy was flipping Nintendo Switches from Target, and they wouldn't let him buy any more at one point because they don't like resellers.
Yeah, they don't.
I went to go for my whatnot. We were giving away some AirPods, and I went to go buy 5. They won't even let me buy 1.
So where'd you go to buy the rest?
Walmart. They didn't even care.
Yeah, Walmart.
Walmart's the homies, man.
You just go back in an hour later, buy another pair.
I mean, I'm not doing that 5 times. So.
No. That's ridiculous.
Target is kind of weird with a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff that I've seen where it says like you can only buy one of these, you know, like Funko Pops. You can only buy one Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Even though I've bought more than one Funko Pop before, but they have a sign right there saying you can only buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't understand. It's the same money, I guess. So people are probably going in and buying like all of them when they get there and whatever. But
I mean, it's funny because you bought the Gen 2 AirPods. It's not like everybody's going crazy over Gen 2
That's
AirPods.
what I'm saying. Like it's crazy.
Those have probably been sitting there for 6 months.
Forever.
You're trying to get in the money. They won't even take your money.
I'm like, I'm trying to give you money here, dude.
Huh?
Take my money. They didn't want it. So, all right, let's move on. Number 8.
Number 8, Samuel L. Jackson in End of the World movies. No, I'm kidding. Samuel L. Jackson.
I was actually thinking too, like Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson went to school with my daddy in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He did.
Oh, is he from Chattanooga, Tennessee?
Yes, he went to Riverside.
Wow.
I think he is. Oh man, that's hard to say. I think he is overrated. I think so. I mean, I like Samuel L. Jackson, but now he's become more of a character. So it's Samuel L. Jackson in the movie versus whatever character is supposed to be in the movie. You know what I mean? So like when I'm looking at Nick Fury, I'm not looking at Nick Fury. I'm looking at Samuel L. Jackson because he's always the same person in every movie. Does that make sense?
Literally, because there's a lot of actors like that.
You know what I mean? Like it's just they become like a caricature of themselves.
The Rock.
The Rock. Yep. Black Adam is The Rock.
Jason Statham. Is that how you say it, his name?
Jason Statham. Yeah.
Yep.
Stays on a plane.
Say.
What about the movie Django?
I've never seen that before.
You've never seen that movie?
I've never seen it before. I was actually watching a reaction of it, and I thought I was going to watch it this weekend, but I didn't get to watch it. But I saw randomly last week saw a reaction of it on YouTube.
It's good. Samuel L. Jackson plays a good role in that one.
Does he? Is it? But does he play Samuel L. Jackson, or is it different?
No, he doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to watch that.
Yeah. So he's the butler for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio plays the villain.
Okay. Yeah, I have to watch that.
Yeah, it's a good one. If you can get past those kind of movies, you know, like Color Purple and you know, you know all that. My wife can't watch them.
Yeah,
she's like, I can't do this. So seems like every movie he always uses his famous catchphrase.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, let's move on. What's in that cup, Dustin?
It's water.
Is it?
Yeah.
You drinking water today, Dustin?
Yep. I move it. I got ice in it, so it's like water.
I'm drinking water today too. I'm feeling a little nasally, so I figured.
I am too.
Probably because we're outside counting.
I think
those
so. Liar.
She
goes liar.
It was pretty nice today.
It is. Rewind back. I was pouring the water bottle into the cup earlier.
There you go. Hey, he would tell you. He would tell you straight up. So let's see here. Number 9, buying pallets.
I'm going to say buying pallets is underrated. I think that I think there's a lot of money in pallets. If you know which ones to buy, you know where to get them from, and if you don't ship them. So a lot of people ask me, especially on my videos, they're like, hey, where can I buy a pallet from and get it shipped to me? I'm like, well, you can, but it's going to cost probably more to ship it than it is the pallet itself. Now, you probably still end up making money, but it's just not as, you know. But I think that's a really good source, getting liquidation pallets. You can make tons of money on liquidation pallets.
There you go. There you go. All right. And last one here, TJ.
Breakfast, my favorite.
Oh, breakfast. That's on the draft tomorrow, I think. Pretty sure it is. Breakfast food. Breakfast is overrated. Ew,
Speaking
yuck.
of, you don't like breakfast.
I hate breakfast.
This should be an interesting show tomorrow.
I know it, because it's going to be rough for me, because I do not. I mean, I eat breakfast, but I can skip it every day. It's not like a big deal for me to eat breakfast, because I like certain things, but like I'm on a diet right now, so I can't eat any. I mean, what do you eat for breakfast when you're on a diet? I guess bacon and eggs.
I
Nothing.
usually just intermediate fat. That's what I've been doing the
Yeah.
last 3 weeks and dropped
Intermediate
15
fast.
pounds. So
Yep.
feeling
That's
good.
good. That's good. See, I'm down. I think I'm down 14 pounds. So I'm
Ooh.
trying to get there.
Your
I mean,
boy's
I was
trying
at
to
my-
lose some lbs too. So
Are we doing a reseller weight loss competition? Is that what we're doing?
We actually are doing a reseller weight loss competition right now.
There you go.
Me and Lisette and Blood Sweat Cell and Regina's in there
Oh.
and Derek's in there. So we got a group.
We might need to get in that group.
Oh, it's the competition is tough though. I feel like I'm losing.
We got a lot of weight to lose, TJ.
That's me.
Is it pounds or is it like the BP? What do you call it? Like weight per? What is it, Dustin?
BMIs,
BMIs?
body mass index, whatever.
Yeah.
I think we're just going straight off of pounds. I think it's what we're doing. But I'm not going into it thinking about. I've struggled with my weight my whole like adult life, and
you and us, man.
Well, I used to,
good.
when we were young and fresh, you could eat and do whatever you want to. Now, you can't eat and do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
we used to drink a lot of beer, go to Taco Bell, and do it every night.
Now I drink one beer and gain 10 pounds. I had one beer. What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I know it's rough. It's crazy. Oh, Luis is in it. He's in the club
nice.
too.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Luis.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna need to change your little emoji there, Luis, to a little skinnier Luis. So, all right, nice. So tomorrow, like TJ was saying, breakfast on the reseller draft, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have a good list because I feel like I'm going to win the one from last week.
I haven't looked at it, but as a Mexican boy living in the South. My picks should be really interesting, so stay tuned for those.
No.
Stay tuned for those.
They're going to be avant-garde is what they're going to be.
Exactly. Tell them, TJ. Tell them. Soldier Boy, tell them. There we go. So, all right. So, TJ, thank you so much for playing Overrated, Underrated. And, of course, just like always, Overrated, Underrated is presented to you by our good friends over at poppinofftoys.com. One of the best places to get Funko Pops and anything Funko. Use the code Nashville Flippers and you're going to get 10% off. Check out these new pins. These are interesting. The Snoop Dogg Doggy Style pins, $19.99. And
what are those? What are those little small things?
The sodas?
Are those sodas?
Yeah, the Funko sodas.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, they are.
Yeah.
I saw some new kind of Funko Pop thing at Walmart today, and I thought that's what those were. It was like
were they these right here, like the Funko Golds?
No, it was like It was Popsies. Popsy.
Huh.
And they had like a rose. They had like the Golden Girls. I don't know what those were. It was something weird.
Yeah, they just they're making some questionable decisions. I think they recently just fired their CEO, and they're getting the old one back because there's too much. They're doing too much. They're doing too much. They need to settle down.
I mean, I know it because like pins and pops, and then you got like the backpacks, and
it's too much.
It is too much stuff.
And they go back to the roots.
I just want a Dolly Parton Funko Pop. That's all I want. That's all I want right there.
I'm going to the Funko Pop headquarters too in July.
In Seattle?
I'm going to pop myself. No, and they've got Hollywood. We're going to Las Vegas, so we'll drive over.
Oh, that's dope.
I know. I'm gonna pop myself. It's just like $25.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Oh,
so but if you don't have the opportunity to pop yourself and you want to get some Funko Pops, go over to poppinofftoys.com and use the code Nashville Flippers, and you're gonna get 10% off. So all right, let's see here. Rule Squirrel saying MSP. Oh, talking to somebody else. All right, moving on. What's next on the docket here, Dustin? Dustin's tip of the week. Dustin, do you have a tip of the week?
I don't know if I do or not, but we can go with it. I guess.
All right.
Tip. Just if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to take a break sometimes. Take a break. I took a break all weekend from listing. I feel refreshed. I'm ready to go next week.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
Well, Dustin's fixing to have a baby, so his
Yep.
sourcing days are
Be
numbered,
limited.
very limited. But hey, you got a whole pallet of shoes you can list.
I do.
So
But I'll have my time. I'll get back out for sure.
there you go.
Yeah, y'all are brothers, right?
Brother-in-laws.
Brother-in-laws. Yeah.
Brother-in-laws.
Mhm.
So how was that dynamic being in me and my sister, we're each other's business partners as well.
Yeah, in cahoots.
In cahoots.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing. I would imagine.
I feel like me and my sister, we get along better than I would get along with like somebody else. If we were just business like a business partner, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
We just we're like the same person. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I don't have a brother,
Uh-huh.
but I have two sisters.
Okay.
And so Dustin's been around. I mean, he's my brother, basically. He's been around him for a minute. So, I mean, it's just the same. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So Dustin's tip of the week is brought to you by our good friends over at stickerwise.com. One of the best places to get stickers, TJ.
Okay.
And if you use the code flippers, you're going to get 10% off. So TJ, since we're doing this, we have currently, how many people on here? 20 people watching. So pick a number 1 through 20, TJ, and for the person that picks the correct number is going to receive a free stickers courtesy of our friends over at stickerwise.com. So 1 through 20, TJ, don't tell us what it is. People in the chat, go ahead and put down your numbers. When you see it, TJ, let me know.
Okay. It's a good number too.
Oh, and we just ordered some new stickers with some new designs. So if they get here by this week, you'll get one of those as well.
Oh, I already see it.
You already see it? Who said it?
Alan.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, boy, Alan.
17?
Was the number.
Awesome.
My
Alan.
my roulette number, 17.
Oh, there you go. So, Alan, if I don't see you out and about, shoot us a DM over on Instagram or wherever you can reach us at and give us your address and we'll send these out to you at some point this week or not next week or whenever we get a chance to do it. So, just being real. So, all right. So, stickerwise.com, use the code Nashville and you're going to, flippers, and you're going to get 10% off. So, TJ, that brings us to our last segment of the show. It's called Skip or Flip. We're going to show you 3 different items that recently sold on eBay. And you're going to let me know if you see it at a thrift store or garage sale or what have you. You're going to let us know if you would skip it or flip it, okay?
Okay.
And I need to log into my eBay here.
It's going to be interesting because I don't have I'm not a good reseller.
You're not a good reseller?
I feel like I am. I don't know.
Just say flip. You're good.
As always, flip.
Well, you're gonna let us know. Okay,
I give my reasoning why. I
you're gonna exactly. So just based on pictures, okay, TJ.
Okay.
So here we have, and Dustin, you don't know what these are, so let us know. Okay.
Nope.
Let us know. So we have here a Mace Windu trading card. Okay. There's the front. Speaking of Samuel L. Jackson. There's the back.
Okay.
And here's the front in a Mace Windu thing.
Okay. So there's no context for this, right? Like I don't know how much I'm paying for it or anything like that. Okay.
I mean, you could make up a number,
I'm gonna say flip.
You're gonna say flip. Why?
I feel like cards, especially like when you get into these big franchises like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, people are willing to pay. So if I got it for a decent price, I would definitely try. And like it's in good condition and it has a protector on it. So
what's a good decent price?
A decent price to pay for it?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't pay no more than $5 for it.
Okay.
It would be hard for me to pay more than $5 for a card.
How much do you think it's selling for?
$40.
$40. Okay.
I feel like that's a solid price.
Dustin, what are you doing?
I either pick it up for 25 cents or it came in a box that was like, it was mixed cards already in it.
Okay.
I'd probably flip it at that point. Yeah. I probably want like 25, 30 bucks, but I could be wrong and go for 200. But
Yeah.
I'm sticking with 25, 30.
Okay. Now everyone looks like they're skipping here. Swamp Picker skipping, Christopher Nutter skipping, Grandma Junior has a potty mouth is skipping. It's an interesting name. And Alan is saying skip, and Swamp Picker says it's going for $17.50. It's an interesting number, or how much you would pay. I'm not too sure. So TJ, you're flipping.
I'm gonna flip.
You're gonna flip. Okay. So this Mace Windu card recently sold on eBay for $132.50.
Said no nothing about it. Said 2001. See, it's vintage. I feel like 2001 is vintage.
It could have been around 200.
This is a TCG for Star Wars. I remember playing this in like middle school or elementary school, I guess. 2001.
You were playing it last week.
I wish I would. Right. So yeah, this is a TCG. Kind of like Magic the Gathering, kind of vibe.
That makes sense.
I guess the Mace Windu trading card is highly collectible. There's his power is 6, his ability is 7, and he's a Jedi Master.
Why would anybody pay 100? I guess I'm not a card person, so that's why.
It's a
Funko Pop. If something
Exactly.
I like doing Funko Pops. Somebody can say the same thing about Funko Pops.
See, look at here. Let's just see what the highest.
What's Obi-Wan going for? What's Liam Neeson going for?
Let's see here. Highest. Ooh, sealed box is $3,500.
Ooh.
Look at this. Ooh, here we go. This is a good one. Naboo, Queen Amidala, Ruler of Naboo card. $350.
I couldn't do it. I could not do that. $350
for a piece of cardboard.
I know it. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it.
There you go. So, guys, be on the lookout for Star Wars TCG cards.
If you found something like that in the bins, would you even think anything about it? You probably would.
I would. We find fake trading cards all the time, so we're good at like spotting.
I don't trust none. No cards I get from the bins I trust.
That and pops. Pops are very hard to trust, but I pulled one that's like $130 a pop. I can't remember what is a Natoro one or something.
I found one last week. Remember, Dustin?
But man, they were shady. It was shady. I ended up selling it when I got it. And
did you sell it?
I sold it a few months ago. No return, no nothing. Honestly, all right, cool. But I was sweating it for the 30 days. I was sweating that.
There you go.
Guess it was all right.
Oh, there you go. Swamp Picker says he has his original blue and red cards from 1977. There you go. Miss Lachey Resell says, I know nothing about cards, but who would buy Samuel? Exactly.
It's probably Samuel L. Jackson who bought.
Right.
There you go. Speaking of Samuel L. Jackson, we have here a Star Wars Attack of the Clones Samuel L. Jackson action figure.
You just got it.
TJ, thoughts?
No, that's a skip. That's a $9 action figure.
All right.
I don't know what you
Dustin.
I feel like those figures never did well. I feel like I've looked them up before, but that's the only picture we got.
The back.
Vintage.
This is the vintage collection.
I don't know.
I'm skipping that sucker.
Skipping? Okay. Two skips. Let us know in the chat. Flip at a yard sale with yard sale price, and Christopher Nutter says flip. All right. So
someone's
TJ
over asking this for like $15, guaranteed.
So TJ, you're skipping.
I'm skipping.
You're skipping. Dustin's skipping. All right. So this Mace Windu Samuel L. Jackson action figure just sold on eBay for $202. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because it says Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh. Why does I've never understood errors and why they? I mean, I guess because they're rare, but errors just make it's like I don't know.
Someone put a Mace Windu and an Obi-Wan Kenobi card.
So they could have taken a razor blade, flipped it up, boom, super glue back, got an error. I know what I'm doing.
Go to Walmart in the clearance aisle. They got those all day long for $9.
Right? Yeah, they do.
I just saw them today.
Just making error
right.
packages in the garage.
All right, last one. You guys ready? So
Okay.
TJ, are you 0-2? Or did you get the first one right?
I feel like I got the first one right. Yeah,
Okay.
I said flip on
Yeah,
the first.
we flipped that one.
Last one. Here we go. Let me know, guys, in the chat. What would you do? We have here The Incredibles on Blu-ray. You see this Samuel L. Jackson theme that I'm doing here?
Yeah. That's got some kind of different like box art or something.
It says only Best Buy.
Is it sealed?
It's sealed. It says includes 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital code collectible steelbook.
So it's a new ish.
I mean, but it's the Incredibles.
I'm flipping that because I've sold DVD sets before and like Blu-ray ones for $30-$40.
Yeah.
But The Incredibles is on Disney Plus for free.
That's one thing I don't get.
It's like
it's not really vintage. I mean, somebody has to be a real collector of just Disney stuff.
I don't know. It's the 4K that throws me off.
I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it because it's got different box art.
Okay.
It's not like the normal.
It's
cover.
$100 DVD set guaranteed.
Sure. I wouldn't.
They didn't make Mrs. Incredible's hips big enough in this.
Oh, they didn't, did they?
Just FYI.
Let's flip it.
I think you flipping, Dustin?
It's at least over 30.
I was
sealed.
So what are you paying for it, Dustin?
$3 to $5.
$3 to $5. You hope to get 30?
Yeah, all day.
What about you, TJ?
I want to find it. It's a Best Buy exclusive. I would say I want to buy it at Walmart for 3 cents. I will pay $5 for it.
$5? What do you think it's flipping for?
$124.
Ooh. Okay. See what the chat's saying. Flip, flip, flip. No skips. Flip, 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 flip. If under $5. And Callie is saying flip. All right. So this Pixar, Disney's Incredibles Steelbook just sold on eBay for $169.
Why?
This is extremely rare.
Extremely rare. So check your local Best Buys.
I'll send that guy a link to my Disney Plus account. You can watch it on there.
I think you can watch it in 4K too, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird how just random things. I got some from the bins one time, the Amazon, the bins like we go to. Some I don't know if they were Adidas or New Balance. It was New Balances, and they were purple. We had a purple pair and an orange pair, and it was ugly shoes. But the orange pair,
were they the Rick and Morty ones?
I don't know. It was just like I can't even remember what the name of them was. They was something I had never seen before. I never seen them in this color. But they was, I bought them for $5 at the bin, so it was like no big deal to me. Well, apparently when I started looking them up, the orange pair were rare, and they was going for like $165. But the other pair was going for like $30 or something like that. Somebody ended up buying them. I think we sold them. I took an offer for like maybe $90 or something like that because I only had $5 into them. So it's just weird how those rare colors will get you more money.
Could be like a collab or something like that. You never know. Yeah, Miss Lachey is saying, I've learned to look up steelbooks. There you go.
I've never even paid no attention. I will see that in the bins, and I'll just be flipping on past it.
So if you see it at a garage sale, you might even see it at a garage sale. You know.
Good,
Absolutely.
good. Or at the you can see it at the thrift store. There's a lot of stuff I see, sealed at the thrift store.
This is there you go. Mountain State Picker says like a blue briar horse or unicorn sold for a ton. And Chris saying even if used condition sells for 90. The what?
The talking about the DVD.
Yeah, we're
The
talking about the
DVD.
way you talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so TJ, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Last question for the day,
Okay.
and thank you so much. We're having fun, and we're gonna have fun tomorrow. And the reselling draft, we're drafting breakfast foods. So, goals. TJ Lovelady,
Okay.
tell us about your personal goals this year. Tell us about your reselling goals this year. Inspire us. Just kind of go back to that cultish TJ guru mentality. Inspire us here.
I don't know. I've been pretty down lately, so I've been trying to get my motivation back with reselling. So like my goal this year, so coming into this year, was to go with the flow.
Okay.
And I feel like this year I've been going with the flow. I don't put too much pressure on myself. Maybe we make $100 this weekend, maybe we make $1,000 this weekend. So I'm not pushing myself too hard and just kind of just going with the flow. But what I do want to do is I want to get more organized. I always tell people when they come into doing reselling that you need to organize from the beginning because it's so hard to organize once you've already been doing it for a couple of years or something like that. So just really getting our store organized so that when we sell stuff, I know exactly where it is and I don't have to like drop ship it from somewhere because I can't find it.
Ooh.
Has anybody ever done that before?
No, TJ, that sounds terrible. It sounds like you really need to get organized over
I
there.
do. It's crazy. Like we have so many things in so many different locations that I just want to put everything. I want to have everything in one space and just have it all organized. And I want it to be in eBay in the exact location, and that's really, I think that's going to help me, my mental capacity going forward, because I haven't been buying stuff because we've got so much stuff everywhere. And I just don't want to get more stuff to add on to the problem. So, yeah, I'm still gonna keep on going with the flow. This year, I'm going with the flow with all my stuff, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, my reselling, everything. Just go with the flow.
There you go.
There you go.
Go with the flow, baby. Some
Right.
inspiring words by an inspiring man, TJ Lovelady. Make sure to follow him on YouTube, TJ Lovelady. And palajacking. We're going to leave you with this.
Don't leave them with the head.
A lovely, what does that say?
I don't know. What is
Every
that?
time.
Can't read. I can't read what it says, TJ. So there
Oh, look
he
at
is.
transition.
Right?
The transition.
The transition, baby. So, all
Ahead of
right.
its time
So
right there. Ahead of its time.
ahead of its time. It's kind of like the what's that tech guy? The Marquise or whatever.
Marquez.
Yeah, dude, he was doing tech videos when he was like in elementary school or something like that.
Well, I mean, he's a millionaire, so there's not. I feel like it's like apples to oranges.
There you go. All right. So TJ, anything else for the people?
I think Mr. Lachey asked when I was going to be doing another movie. I am planning on doing another movie here soon, either a movie or a documentary or both. I have to get y'all in on the next documentary I do. I think.
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
What
That'll be
movie? What
fun.
movie did you do? What is it in here? This one right here.
Oh no, it's on another channel. That's the documentary. That documentary is really good. You need to watch it.
I'm gonna put it to my watch list.
Yeah, if it is reselling.
What about this one? The
Yeah.
Scary Show. I think I've.
Oh,
seen
that was
this
a movie.
one.
That was the scary movie.
Yeah.
I made a movie on my. If you go on the Palajacking, it is a Marvel level action film.
I don't know if I believe you.
And it's really good. I mean, I green screen that thing.
Photoshop Samuel L. Jackson's face in there.
I should have.
You better on the next one.
Well, the only thing is in my movies, I play every part most
This
of the
one?
time. It is
Tomorrow's Hero.
yes, that
Oh,
one
man.
is. Hold on, I don't even want you to start. I want you to go like to the end because the end is the last.
Tell me.
Hold on, keep going back a little bit. Yeah,
Look at
right
this.
there. Oh, that was. I'm talking about. Look at that. I mean, look at that.
What in the world?
There is sound design.
Mandalorian in there.
It was.
Look at this.
Oh, I did. I'm doing the old Matrix on. I'm stopping them.
That's like Vegeta or something.
I was in my final form at that point.
Yeah, you were. Oh.
I was transformed.
Oh,
He's
melted.
gone now. That took a lot of After Effects to get that done.
I can imagine.
I love it. That's great.
Look at this. Oh, he's coming back.
It's coming back.
This is a really good story. You need to watch it.
Oh yeah. See what I'm saying though? The first video to this.
Oh no.
I mean,
This is
come
pretty.
on.
I actually made that video over a span of like 2 years. They was all
This one?
yeah, they was all like intros to every unboxing we did from that company I talked about earlier.
Uh-huh.
I made a intro and it was like a story. It was building on itself for 2 years. We just did these different intros and then I just put it all together. And I filmed like new little pieces to kind of make it into an actual movie and made a story plot line, all that kind of stuff. There was the elixir. But I still got the elixir. That elixir was like in all my lives. We used to talk about the elixir. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay. So it's like a TJ Lovelady like universe.
It is. It is. And Ella, Save Here First, she was she was a part of she was the Oracle of Deals.
Look at this. Where are you getting this stock footage from?
Story blocks.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is some pretty good stuff. Now that one right there. I had to film that one with my drone, and I'm like running through these fields, and all these people looking at me like I'm stupid because I'm running through the. I was like running through the woods with this drone following me like it was
just training for?
pretty good stuff.
Right? You training for something. This is
We was off
fantastic.
world. We was like
Off-world.
Yeah, like off. We was
See, this is the kind of reseller I like right here. Can someone drop the link? I'm dropping it right now, baby.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not just your everyday. Look at that cinematics right there. You will think that that's like the real deal.
This is way better than Sharknado. Sharknado, Velocipaster, all of them.
Velocipaster.
You seen that one?
No, was that a thing?
Oh man,
Don't tell me that's
it's a
thing.
pastor that turns into a Velociraptor.
I know I'd watch. What was it? It was on Prime. There's something random popped up. I was like, it called zombies. It's like zoo animals that are zombies. I'm like, I'm dead. I was like, I gotta watch this, see what this is about. It was terrible.
That's what Velocipaster's on.
Velocipaster.
It's on Prime too, Dustin.
Yeah, the Prime's got some weird movies. I'm telling you.
I think anybody can like put a movie on Prime. It's like just submit it.
See, look,
oh my god,
a man of the claw.
Get a man of the claw.
See, look, that's him right there.
Oh, that's terrible.
Is that real? He's not.
Yes, I've seen it. See, look,
that's the worst raptor costume I've ever seen. They literally bought the blow up costumes you get at Party City.
Oh, there's a second one, sequel to the micro budget viral hit in the works.
Viral,
it's bloody, dude.
Viral.
It's bloody, like really bloody.
You know what I'm watching tonight?
Not that, hopefully.
Nope, watching it. See what this is about. Gotta know.
You gotta know. There you go. All right, guys. So this has been another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling. TJ, anything else for the people before we get out of here?
No, just do you. Don't think you had to conform to whatever somebody or something else tells you that you need to be. Just be yourself and do the best you can do. That's the best you can do.
There you go. There you go. Dustin, anything else for the people?
Watch out for those Velocifasters. Watch out for
There you go.
Might come up
There you go.
on you
All
fast.
right. So, guys, my name is Ray.
My name's Dustin.
My name's CJ.
And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all. God bless.
Peace.
Peace. No funny thing at the end, Dustin.
I got nothing.
You got nothing. See
Got
ya.
nothing.